Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your July 2017 love reading. It's Rena here. Before I begin, I just wanted to announce that I'm going to have a second set of love readings that are available on my website beginning approximately mid-June. So check back then if you're watching in the earlier part around the 9th or up until about the 16th. I might not have them up yet. We'll see, mid-month. And the reason I'm doing this is I did try to have a second set on here, and I felt that it was redundant, and I feel like I want to branch out into other platforms, and by doing this, I can do both. I can have a separate platform as well as have a different type of love reading, and these will be more on the philosophical side or spiritual, if you want to call it that way. I was planning on doing like twin flame type of readings. We will see. I have to see what kind of spread that I can find that is appropriate. I did find one, and I hope I have it somewhere. But this is a deck that I just got, and I'm very excited to use. And I think it's going to work out really well with this type of reading. So I'm also going to incorporate some other oracle cards as well as the tarot in that particular type of reading. So this reading, though, this is for singles and people who are involved in a relationship. If you're a single person and you're watching this and you're saying, oh, she keeps talking about relationships, it could be relationships you've had in the past, or it could be your concept of relationships. So if I'm talking about other people, and I'm saying you have a possessive partner, maybe you think that people who are your partners are automatically going to be possessive. It might just be your mindset. So just kind of keep an open mind about these types of readings is the best advice I can give you. So far this is a doozy, huh? I'm going to just... got 3 swords in a row. Now, automatically I'll say there must be a Gemini person. I guess it could be a Libra or Aquarius who is giving you some kind of issues. Aquarius. Oh my God. This is like too much. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is Pentacles, but I saw the swords. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I thought it was the Knight of Swords. Well, what do we have here? It's amazing. Okay. Well, this time I'm going to, I'll just do what I always do. This is the main focus, the Seven of Swords. Okay. Now, the Seven of Swords is a card when it falls into a love reading. I think of someone who is cheating on their partner. Okay, and I'm thinking that it's you. I mean, no, not that you're doing the cheating, that somebody is cheating on you. But this, there is an alternate, interpretation of this card. It can be for some people that you're just going it alone, because we have for the past position the Three of Swords, which is a card of heartbreak. So it could be that you are swearing off relationships because you just have had too many problems. Again, I was joking about the swords, the air signs, but they are connected to swords. So because there's so many, it could be a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius. And the Aquarius might be the good guy, the good person, because that's in the higher position. But what can be happening also, another possible interpretation, is that somebody is, maybe you were part of a love triangle in the past, and maybe your partner swore that they would never do it again, and you think that they're still cheating. Okay. And so now you're deciding whether or not to stay in this relationship. And you see that the woman is blindfolded. And this typically can mean that you don't want to see everything that is right in front of your eyes, because then you would have to make the decision that you really don't want to have to make. And Sagittarius as a sign just by itself is not necessarily the most possessive sign. So if somebody were cheating on you, you might not react the same way a Taurus person would react, or a Scorpio person. But having said that, it doesn't mean that that's necessarily okay with you either. Especially since a lot of Sagittarians value honesty, and they can get very disillusioned by anyone who is being dishonest. And it can make you feel like, I don't trust this person, and I don't respect them because of this situation. The higher message, the spiritual message, is the Star card. So there is, you know, the Three of Swords is in the past position. So it can be the case where you have kind of healed from a betrayal, and you're getting better. And even if you're still in a relationship with a partner who you don't trust, you're probably already gone, as that song says. It's all over but the shouting. Maybe you haven't officially made it a breakup yet, but you're probably leaning in that direction. But I get the feeling from this reading, Sagittarius, that you're dragging your feet for some reason. It could be that you really love this person. Now, I keep thinking Gemini, Gemini. One reason that I'm saying this is because when I'm recording this on June 9th, we have the full moon in Sagittarius. And whenever there's a full moon, there's an opposition from the sun to the moon. So that means the opposite sign is engaged. So Gemini is involved. Gemini is Sagittarius' 7th house. So this could be your spouse. And you may love this person. They may be a scoundrel, but you still love them. So, people think that life is black and white, and it's really not. I mean, you can love somebody who also is doing things that you don't approve of or that are hurtful to you. So if that's the case, it is what it is. For some people, there may be an Aquarius in the picture somehow who is helping you to heal. This may not be an affair that you're having. It just could be that this person is around in some capacity. Maybe it's not even a potential love partner. Maybe it's a friendship with somebody. But this person is giving you comfort, and it's helping you to get through this. That's one interpretation. Or it could be somebody where it's a platonic friend, but it could take off into something else when you're through with this relationship. What crosses you is just what I said. The Six of Swords is a card of moving on. And for some reason, you can't. Now, you may love this person if you're married to this person, or the equivalent, and you have children. You may feel like it's not the right time. You may have young children and you don't feel like you want to uproot your children's life. All of those things are valid points. For some people, it just could be plain love, that you love that person. And guess what? You get to love somebody who is possibly cheating on you. It doesn't make you pathetic if you do. The only thing that I would say is, going back to that Two of Swords, make sure that you're seeing everything as it is. Don't create false narratives that, oh, well, it's really not a big deal. They're just, it's just a sex thing or something like that, because even if that's true, it still is affecting your relationship in an adverse way. But this is definitely for people who are in a particular scenario where they should be moving on, but they find that they can't for whatever reason. And what's coming in, or this could also be advice, is the Ace of Wands. I think this would be more maybe what's coming in, which is you having a new relationship that is kind of like definitely more your speed, because you are fire. Wands is connected to fire, so it could be with another fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where there's a lot of passion. With a person who is a sun sign, air sign, or predominantly air, they're going to be a lot more detached. You may have a lot of intellectual rapport, but this person can light your fire in many ways, and you can feel very enthusiastic. It's an ace. It's a new beginning. It's a very positive card, and there's a lot of enthusiasm attached to that card. So that can be something that is a saving grace when you're feeling like, oh gosh, you know, I can't move on. And then you meet somebody that makes it very easy to move on. It's like I would say with the Ace of Wands, it's a catalyst to jumpstart your life, okay? Now, when does this occur, if this is going to occur? I wouldn't get hung up on that. I think that to artificially designate certain events for 1 month is kind of silly. Although I will say that, well, I'll just leave that alone, because I don't want to get too involved in astrological timing issues in this particular reading. I was going to say, you know, with Leo, Leo is a fire sign, and we're looking at the end of July, the sun goes into Leo, so this is a nice aspect for Sagittarius. It's a trine. Okay, so the outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is really unusual, because the Knight of Pentacles does connect to Taurus, and it connects to an energy, all the Earth energy, Capricorn, and I associate with Capricorn and Virgo, okay? The Earth element, but also kind of a workhorse kind of a person, like somebody who's really a good worker, who's very hardworking, and they are trying to save up for a house or just make a whole bunch of money, maybe so they can, maybe they have a certain goal that they're trying to meet, like, you know, a down payment for a house or a car or something. Now, what does that have to do with what I just said? It could indicate the type of relationship that you're going to attract. With the Ace of Wands, though, this is like a very fiery energy. So I'm wondering if the Knight of Pentacles is simply that you are going to be working quite a bit in July. And perhaps even if you start a relationship, you may have to really allot time for it, because you're going to be just nose to the grindstone. I guess it could always mean something like that, because the Ace of Wands, unless it's just this massive attraction that you have to someone, maybe it's somebody you meet at work. That's always a possibility. This would be, if I had to just like describe this person, it would be a man, and he would be probably below the age of 40, and he would be very dependable, possibly an earth sign. Maybe he's fire and earth. Maybe his sun is in a fire sign and his Mars is in Taurus or something. But he's very solid, okay, this person. And this may be the kind of person that you can build a life with. Maybe you were with somebody who was very fly-by-night, very flighty. And this person could be a lot more dependable in your life. But the beginning of this situation, there is great physical attraction. So it's not going to be just, you know, a snooze fest. I mean, this is going to be fireworks. And maybe a strong physical attraction for one another. So, interesting, very interesting, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like a private reading, please visit me at rainaMoonAstrology.com. The link is below. I wish you all the best in July. Take care.